Man, I must really love looking terrible, huh? I've been road tripping for the last week and a half, so forgive me for my more than shambolic appearances. Right, so this video is coming a bit late because obviously A-levels was like, what, a month ago now? But I've been lazy, if I'm honest, and now I've forgotten all the points that I wanted to make when your A-level results first came out, so I'm sorry if this video isn't great or even half decent, but I'm gonna try, okay? So I remember when I got my A-level results and I was so devastated. I got into the uni that I wanted at the time, UCL, alhamdulillah, but I was so devastated and disappointed, like for maybe a week or maybe more than a week, 2 weeks, whatever. It was just, I worked so hard and I didn't get the results. I didn't get the results that I wanted, right? So yeah, that took a long time to get over. But now, when it's like 2 years later, looking back, my results don't mean anything. Like, they literally don't mean anything. And to the people that are doing medicine or they applied for medicine and maybe they missed their grades by 1 or 2 letters, right? I know friends that went through the same thing. Maybe they're in their 3rd or 4th year of medicine now. They had to take a gap year, redo some exams or whatever. Looking back, it doesn't matter whether you went into medicine at the same time as your other friends in A-levels or whether you took a gap year to redo some stuff, because how can you compare your own journey to someone else's? Okay, some people need to take the gap year, they need to redo the exams, and when you take that gap year, you will learn so much about yourself. I think I've mentioned this before in another one of the videos. I haven't taken a gap year, but that's just what I've heard from people. So if you missed your grades by 1 or 2 letters, it really doesn't matter. Like, you'll get to where you want to go, just keep pushing, it's okay. The other thing is that not from birth obviously, but from like 4 or 5, we've been in this education system since we were 8, like till we're 18, right? So we're taught to define ourselves by these letters on a piece of paper. So if you get an A-star, you're great, you're amazing, you're a success. If you get a D, E, whatever, you're a failure, which is so not true, because think about how many people have failed and they have done so much with their lives. Like, these, I promise you, the grades that you just got a month ago, they won't mean anything in 2 years, in a year's time, in 2 years' time, when you have a real job, they won't mean anything. Because the person that got A-star, A-star, A-star versus someone that maybe even dropped out of 6th form or college or whatever, that person there could be doing much better than the person with the A's, because in the job, right? Because they could have a better work ethic. They could have the skill that they have they could have it better honed in, right? So I promise you, the grades that you got a month ago, and I'm sorry if you got great grades, congratulations, that's good for you. But you're probably not watching this video if you got great grades. That's really hard to say. If you got great grades, it won't matter. And if you got bad grades, sorry, it won't matter when you have your job. What matters when you have your job is how hard you work, your skill. No one's gonna ask you about your A-levels. No one's gonna be like, oh, you didn't get an A in maths. I didn't get an A in maths. You didn't get an A in maths. You're such a failure. Like, no one's gonna hold that over your head, Sawyer. So yeah, it doesn't matter. And I know, for me, it feels like I worked so hard and something that I wanted didn't happen, right? Sometimes you just gotta take a step back and be like, this is God's plan. Like, I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know why I failed or I didn't get the grades that I wanted, but I have to have some faith, like even if it's just a speck of faith, that God will take me where I need to go. Yeah, and I'm where I needed to go. Like, I didn't get the A-levels results that I wanted. I got into the uni that I wanted. I did a year of natural sciences. I failed that, and now I'm doing law, and I'm making the grades that I want to be making, you know? So I'm where I want to be, even though at the time it was like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was terrible at the time. I'm sorry, it's that depth of emotion, I don't want to relive that. So, in closing, in summary, do not compare your journey to someone else's. You are exactly where God wants you to be right now. It is not the end of the world. Your grades will not matter. And I promise you, if you take away one thing from this video, I mean, take away the whole summary. The summary is great. But if you take away one thing from this video, please remember that your grades will not matter in a few years' time. I promise you. No one on LinkedIn is going to look at you and be like, oh, she got A-star, A-star, A-star in sciences and maths. No one does that, okay? It won't matter. Thirdly, that's it. That's probably all I got, actually. You're not defined by grades on a piece of paper, I guess. That's the last thing I want you to take away. Have a great one, guys. I have no outro, so goodbye. Have a good